Okay, so welcome to Blackacre Ranch, and we are not on the property yet. I am running an errand for Jeff for our ranch, and it looks like the person we're waiting on is just pulling up. So I'm out picking up the IBC totes we talked about from last week, so we have the water easily to store and transport. And I had to drive the trailer, which is okay. I had to turn the trailer around at this house. Super terrifying. And really hard, and I'm not good with trailers, so you're welcome, honey. I was so nice to you. I also brought a friend along, so Tiffany's hanging out with me, being my company, so I'm not super bored. Pretty much if I die, I have a witness of what happened. So we're gonna figure out what's going on with this. I'll check back in. All right, guys, I survived my errand, and Tiffany was super helpful to keep me company while that was kind of stressful driving and rush hour traffic and freeways and all the good stuff. And when I got here, Nathan was willing to come over and help park and back up the trailer for me, which I'm not good at. So I really appreciated that also, but I want to show you our trailer and all the tanks that we got. So next time we want to move water, we now have some good tanks to do that with. So let's see. All right, so they are the 330 gallon. They have the front, I believe they're 2-inch outlets. And so we have 3 that are nice and white looking and 1 that looks not so great. So I did ask him about that because they're supposed to be for potable water. And he said that that's the stuff they put in the drinks. And so you just rinse it out and it should be just fine. So do I believe him? I don't know, but I'm glad I have 3 that look nice and clean for water, and especially if we end up using them like on a permanent basis for an animal as a watering water, so that's good. Okay, so on to the rest of our weekend.
Howdy folks. So we're back at Blackacre Ranch, and it's a wee bit nippier today. So it's I think 60 degrees and the wind is blowing and it's actually spitting. So we have some rain coming down and we had 0% chance of rain today. So, hey, I'll take any rain we can get. In fact, this last week, we got on Thursday a ½ inch of rain, which is good. These pipes, they're still full of water. And we came out, and since the rain came Thursday, much like it was last week when we had these wet spots, there really isn't any wet spots. There's some slight here and there, but it hasn't been super hot to dry everything. Up here, yeah, you can see that there's nothing really here that's wet, just a little hair wet that's in here. So I think that's all good. So we're wrapping up all this piping today. We're gonna bury these guys. I'm not gonna try and fix them at all. Nathan is probably gonna level them out just to make sure that they're all not cockeyed in the seams and in the joints. But we're gonna get the tractor, push all this dirt back over, make sure they're supported underneath, and then finish the piping at the tank. So we're gonna do that manifold at the bottom, get all that going, try and get the water trough. We've brought the Rojo valve, and we also found some IBC totes. It was like Thursday night or something when we found them. These are 330 gallons, I think, each. So we've got 4 of them. That's going to give us about 1,300 gallons, a little over. My trailer's only weighted at 7,500 pounds, or actually 7,000 pounds. So if I filled them all up, I think that's going to be a little bit over 10,500 and some change. So I don't want to blow an axle, but we're going to fill up 3 of them, probably these guys in the back, and put some more water into the tank and try and equalize both of them together and so forth. So we're gonna get to work because we've got to get some stuff done today. And it's a wee bit nippy and it sucks if you stand there and do nothing. So get working and you'll warm up.
All right, so from that rain, we're gonna go ahead and see
hammer over
what our water level's at.
Is that it? Yep. You sure?
All right, that seems kind of low.
That seems real low.
Wow, look at that.
Maybe like 750? Which
no.
part of the hammer? The handle or the top?
The bottom.
Oh, the
bottom of the hammer?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was the top of the hammer.
Yeah, we're only about 750 gallons, so we got like 300 gallons.
Wow, all right. It's not as much as we thought.
No. I mean, it's
It's fine. It's
300
water.
gallons, but you're pretty accurate with that?
As accurate as this method is.
Yeah, how accurate is this?
The problem is I'm guesstimating to hold it over here that it's level with this. So
Yeah.
Approximately.
Let's give a tap test and see.
Tap test. Yeah,
Almost.
so it's pretty close on the accuracy there.
Let's say it's right about there.
Yep.
So yeah, well, 750 gallons. I thought we left last week at
About 4.
about 400-ish, maybe? Maybe. So, nah, there had been less last week then. I don't know. Anyway, it's more than we had. So, all right, time to get to work.
Got your handy dandy suitcase?
My parents will probably flip. It's 30 years old. But right now it's for my fittings.
Hasn't been used in 20 years.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna take these 2-inch. I'm gonna bridge this guy to the other one, and I'm gonna hang out a little ways because the idea is that we're gonna add some other tanks later on. So I'm gonna come out, probably cap it. Over on the other side, on this side of the tanks, we're gonna go ahead and connect to this guy, the 1-inch. So there's gonna be a reducer from the 2 to the 1. We also have a reducer here to bring up a little water spigot, so that way we could connect a bucket or so forth, and we're gonna try and bring it off the ground so that way something can get under it. In general, that's all we're doing, at least down here. The next part will be how we're gonna do up top, and that's gonna be the overflow. So I'll get to that later. I'm just gonna start cranking away at this. Wanna help hold?
Yep. Do you want to stay on the ladder? I care because I don't think it's effective on the ladder.
Pinch it over there. Our pipe has been maybe being cut too fast. We're getting these notches and it's not looking clean like this. So this one I'm not going to use. This one is the one we just did. It's got a little bit of an edge. It's not great, but I don't think it's going to be that bad right there. But I think what we're doing is we're cutting it too fast. So we're slowing down, and I think that's helping.
Better, not perfectly better.
A lot better. So anyway, now we go. This is the part that I'm not sure about. I've got to come over to this guy and connect it with the other, and at some point something better be accurate, otherwise it gets all nasty, I guess. All right, so should I put the T here and then insert this and kind of wiggle it all together? Or do I put it on there, lift up, and then try and fit the T on?
All right, I vote that you dismantle at that little coupling. Right in
What?
front of you, the coupling.
Oh, this guy here?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
You finish the whole line and you just couple it back together.
Ah, yes. So I can do this.
Yes.
All right.
Because I'm sure you were talking to me and not your YouTubers, right?
Yeah. I was seeking your advice.
Obviously.
I sure hope that they're pretty darn close. Lift this up a little bit so I can do my little thing, my swap. Okay, when I'm done and ready to glue, we're going to push this in, and I want you to get over to here. I want you to line this up and thread that sucker on so we can make sure that this is angled where it needs to be. Okay.
Alright, so Nathan and Owen are finishing our trench from the main tanks to connect with this angled small line. We're going to transition down to that. We're also going to pop up a little spigot right here. So we got to have the room to connect.
Just like that, just straight through.
Little friend. You disturbed this number.
Most likely.
Most likely. Took away his home probably too.
Yeah.
Easily.
I spy connection. The trenches have connected.
Pipe.
Yeah, don't shovel the pipe. Real concerns.
Oh, there.
There you go. Yeah, clean it up.
There.